topics I want to talk to you about. But the big one, obviously, the huge news that came in last week of the return of Phil Heath. What are your thoughts on that? So tell us what you're thinking about.
Okay, let me tell you, of course, I was maybe a little bit critical about Phil Heath, and honestly, I wanted him to lose to Sean Roden. When Sean won, I was actually happy about it, because there was just something about Phil, maybe his arrogance that he denies it, but there was, some, it's one of those things, be humble or be humble. And, for me, actually, I was pleased to see Sean win, and Sean beat him on conditioning and only on that one aspect that Phil lost, which was midsection. But to be fair and to be honest, Phil Heath is probably, most genetically gifted, since the Flex Wheeler that we saw back in the day, with the difference that Phil Heath could come better conditioned than Flex Wheeler was. And Phil hit the standard, set the standard so high. So even when he was just slightly off, we were all talking about, he was off. He wasn't really off. He was off for a Phil Heath standard that he set long ago. So if Phil managed to control his abs, and I sure hope he does, there are many breathing techniques. There is glue your stomach to the spine kind of thing that you can practice. If he can keep that, he can even keep his shoulders down. We've seen a lot of pictures with his shoulders down, but delts is so fucking round and full. Arm is phenomenal that he can get away with it. He has this absolutely phenomenal legs, both front and back and side, all from 3 angles. So when I compare him to Brandon Curry, I was very analytical about that, so I'm going to tell you my aspects. Shape would go to Phil Heath, but V-taper and X-frame is dramatically more emphasized with Brandon Curry. Brandon Curry has wider clavicles and a bigger V-taper. Okay, so if you go for this aesthetics, shaped part is for Phil Heath, V-taper for Brandon Curry.
Yeah.
Now, conditioning, I think that we've seen Phil Heath many times ripped to pieces, sliced, striated, that Brandon Curry didn't have. Brandon had a good conditioning. He had this round muscle belly, his full look, but he doesn't have those striations on the delts, striations on the chest, that maybe, purists would look for. So in general, this way, when I talk about it from aesthetic side of criteria, I would still give a nod to Phil Heath because of his conditioning, round muscle bellies, and just overall shape. Yes, V-taper goes to Brandon.
Yeah.
But this is, if you want to jump in on that, this is my first look at the judging.
Yeah.
Second is balance. Balance, Phil Heath is way more balanced. Brandon Curry has tremendous upper body, but legs were lacking. And it was visible. It was visible when he was next to Hadi Chupan. Hadi Chupan explored him right there. So I think that Phil Heath's legs are spectacular, including calves. That hamstring glutes tie-in and striations were ridiculous. And he knows it on the stage. He always points out at that. Look at it from the front. There's medialis, lateralis, rectus femoris striations everywhere. It's freaky.